Hi, I'm Andy, and welcome back to episode 4 of trying World of Warcraft for the first time. In this episode, I try to set up some macros and I saved the Black Dragonflight. Let's get into it. Oh, and we start this episode off with macros. I tried to look some stuff up. I tried to set one up, and I don't think I did it right. From what I was reading and what I was trying to do, I was trying to have one where it just auto attacks until execute is ready, and then we'll hit that. I don't know exactly what I did wrong, so if anyone has some resources or tips for how to set these up, please let me know. And without you guys, I would not even know these existed, so thank you for the comments calling out that this is something I should look into. And then we are right back into questing. It was time to talk to Alex Straza, see what her and Rathon were up to, and it looks like Rathon wants to go out and do his own stuff while Alex Straza does not want to be involved. So, it's starting to seem like we're going to have to choose who we hang out with, and the game says we're going to hang out with Rathon and go see what he's up to. Also, I wanted to call out here, as a new player, what's interesting is stuff like that where someone will reference that we've done a lot before, but since this is my first time, I've never seen them until now. Also, I want to give a shout out to Ikuchi again, sending me a transmog. I really appreciate everyone reaching out and sending me stuff. It's awesome to see, and I love the support. I really appreciate it. Next, from Scale Commander Emberthal, there was a large exposition dump, large animation here, which was really cool to see. This helped me learn a lot about the Black Dragonflight, about what's going on. Obviously, Raszageth is always involved because Raszageth is the main baddie. But it was cool to see all this stuff and learn more about what's happened in the past to make what's happening right now in the present more interesting. And I have to say, I comment on it all the time, but World of Warcraft has done a great job of making me care for these characters, to meet them and immediately have a reason to care for them. Give me their backstory. Give me something for them. Every character that is part of the main story feels alive. And I only think about the fact that if this wasn't my first time playing, and I had all the backstory other people do with these characters, I think my experience with the Dragonflight so far would be even more enhanced than it is right now. But after this awesome cinematic, after it wraps up, what we had to do was go around and get people ready to attack the citadel. Get the forces together, see what the plan is, consult people. It was really cool to do this before we attacked, to feel like I was doing something, like I was getting the gang together to go attack. I really appreciate this, even if it was just go around, kill these people, talk to these people. The build-up for what we were doing was kind of nice and got me immersed a little bit. This shot right here of the castle was so cool, and I got a more, no UI images later, but I just think they did such a good job in how that looks. Then it was time to talk to Rathon again and get this show on the road. I was excited to go in there, storm this castle, do what we can, do our part here. Just a lot of area objectives, defeating these forces, disrupting them. There was stuff I could destroy that I didn't even realize moved that progress bar along. Also, right there, as you saw, I turned on auto loot. Once again, thank you for a comment pointing that out. It has made looting since then so much easier and so much more pleasant. You guys are giving me the best tips in the comments. But yeah, we were able to wrap up this chain of missions. Also, another comment I have to call out, I talked about only doing main missions. The missions that look like the shield above them, I was told are the main missions. That was awesome. I didn't even realize there was a visual difference in the missions. Also, got a little skill point there, was able to apply it, and then it was time to storm the castle. This was an interesting cutscene because we are introduced to Sibelian. And I don't know if I'm supposed to know who that is, but his introduction is interesting because he claims to be the heir to the throne, the same as Rathon. So this adds a little bit of intrigue of who is the real heir, and I liked this. Also, he looks kind of sick, I'm not gonna lie. His design is awesome, and he towers over Rathon for some reason. Me and my companions are just destined to be the shortest crew in this damn game, so as soon as I get the opportunity to get somebody tall on my team, you know I'm taking it. We need some height on the team. But then it was time to just go through the castle, destroy some enemies, destroy some of their giant crossbows, which look so cool, let people in. And this was kind of cool to see. I loved being inside of it. Being able to see the castle from outside and then actually go into it and explore every bit of it was awesome. We finally get to the Oath Stone, and we are able to see that it has a crack in it. And that just won't do. So we definitely have to do something about this crack, and that was where the next mission started. We were just going to go down, collect some pieces, destroy some more forces. The Oath Stone fragments mission wasn't too bad. I liked having these two people with us. It made fighting a whole lot more easy. But man, some of these enemies did have some strength to them. Even having two other people, it felt like it took a minute for them to go down. But that's what I like to see. I like to see how the longer I play, the harder combat's getting, the more I have to think about what I'm doing. I'm trying to get better. If you have any tips, because I'm leaving in some extended clips of me doing combat in here, please let me know. I want to get better at this game, and you guys have been so helpful so far. Next, it was time to take the pieces we picked up and forge them into something that we can use to restore the stone. Of course, it's never as simple as that, though, so once we got here, I had to go and get some coal to be able to light that thing. Also, me being able to throw a fireball just to try to light it, did not know I could do that. Why is that the only time I've been able to throw a fireball? But anyway, we were able to go loot this coal and get the forge going. During the forging of the final piece, Rathon decided to get in on the action, use his fire to really seal it together, and then we were able to talk to the Forge Master, get some XP, get a new ability in the warrior tree, and fix this stone. Once the stone was fixed, Sibelian and his crew made a mad dash to the throne, so it's time to go meet them up there and see what we can do. I honestly originally thought that Sibelian was just going to go take the throne for himself at this point, but these two kind of get in an argument about it, and we're able to kind of decide whose claim we back, and I thought this was really interesting for the game to let us get the decision ourselves. So after this cutscene, it was time to accept a quest that lets us go around and talk to people to really get people's opinion of what they think of both Rathon and Sibelian. This was an awesome way to, one, learn more about Sibelian, who is new to the story, but two, learn more about Rathon, who is supposed to be someone that I've known for a while through, I assume, past DLCs, past expansions, but I was able to learn that he gets stuff done. That's kind of what he does. And then the more I talk to people about Sibelian, the more that it sounds like he is just a good, strong leader and someone who's had the history that proves that they can do the job. Now, I'm probably biased here, but I just struggle to trust anybody with this decision who was just introduced to me 20 minutes ago. And from what I know of this so far, Rathon's supposed to be my boy. And you know I'm going to go with my boy. I'm loyal like that. So, of course, his claim's the one that I'm going to be backing. I'm going to choose his side for this. I don't know if that's the right decision. I don't know if there was a wrong decision here, but he's the one I decided to go with. Once we got the decision made, it was time to try and get the Black Dragonflight aspect eggs to the Ruby Life Shrine. And so they decided to do this using the cart because Sibelian said it would be more inconspicuous because they'd expect us to be flying since they're dragons, which makes a lot of sense to me, and I thought this was actually a pretty good plan on his part. We got attacked a few times, nothing I can't handle though because I'm kind of the best at the game. And then as we were nearing the end, we got attacked by another dragon, immediately making me think Sibelian's plan is trash. Rathon's plan would have been better. Rathon's my boy. Nothing could surprise me at this point, except Sibelian revealed that it was his plan the whole time for other dragons to be carrying it and keep the cover off of us. So his plan was actually fantastic, and I refuse to admit that Rathon would not have had a better plan. Rathon's my boy. Then I guess it was time for me to do the grunt work of picking up this shrine for the Black Dragonflight aspect. I guess I'll pick up leaves, get these weeds out of here, and then polish some armor. I'm supposed to be a legendary warrior. I don't want to be picking up leaves and weeds. What the heck's this about? But fortunately for them, I am the GOAT, so I picked this up and probably was the best person to clean this. I made it look so spick and span. Just add that to my credentials of Legendary Warrior and Master Cleaner. It looked good. And getting these eggs here was big. It kind of was wrapping up my first arc, I guess, for a story. And the payoff felt really big. To see the world actually change based on things I was doing was awesome. And I really enjoyed this Black Dragonflight aspect mission chain. It just looks so good. And to see this payoff here, everything at the Ruby Life Shrine looks so cool. And it was awesome. I really enjoyed this. But a hero's work is never done. It was time to go elsewhere. I leveled up, got another skill point to throw into my Fury quest tree, and then it was time to meet new people. I was meeting out here with these centaurs so that I could gain the trust of them to be able to meet the green dragonflight. And this brought me to a whole different part of the world that looked awesome in its own right. It looked so different from where I had been. At least it felt different. And then I wanted to give an update on how my character looks. I thought he started to look so cool at this point with that new helmet, and I was really enjoying that aspect. I can't wait till I can transmog some stuff. Well, that's going to do it for episode 4. I am really having a fun time. I've already started filming episode 5 because I could not stop myself from playing. If you guys have any advice or tips or any ideas to improve the series at all, things you want to see, please let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.